Voice Your Place Sulina is an audio guide narrated by teenagers about the built heritage of their town. Thank you for visiting the city and listening to our audio guide.
Welcome to the Lighthouse of the European Commission of the Danube, or the Old Lighthouse of Sulina. The Old Lighthouse is one of the most important symbols of the town, a silent witness to the time when Sulina became an international port. Here, where the Danube meets the Black Sea, the history of European navigation blends with functional architecture and with the very idea of international cooperation. The story begins in 1745. That year, Beşir Aga, a high-ranking Ottoman dignitary and the head of the imperial harem, established the empire's lighthouse administration. In the same year, several ships sank near Sulina, prompting the authorities to build the first lighthouse on the left bank of the Danube, along with a small defensive redoubt. In 1802, both the fort and the lighthouse were reinforced, part of the Ottoman attempt to control the mouths of the Danube.
But Ottoman domination ended in 1829 with the Treaty of Adrianople, when the delta came under Russian rule. To support the development of Odessa, the Russians neglected the Sulina branch, allowing it to silt up, despite having promised otherwise. Nevertheless, they strengthened the old Ottoman fortifications and in 1836 built a quarantine station nearby. 3 years later, they erected a new lighthouse on the right bank of the Danube, the one we know today as the Old Lighthouse of Sulina. It replaced the deteriorated Ottoman structure and met the needs of the increasing commercial traffic. After the Crimean War, in 1856, the European Commission of the Danube was established. This international body took over the lighthouse and, between 1859 and 1869, modernized it, turning it into an essential technical facility. The tower, more than 21 meters tall, was built in a functional neoclassical style, cylindrical with thick brick walls, small circular windows, a solid foundation, and a U-shaped ground plan around the courtyard. The lighthouse was part of a larger complex, with guardhouses, warehouses, and workshops, all designed for self-sufficiency. Inside the tower, a spiral staircase of wooden steps leads up past 6 round windows to the lantern room. At the top, a viewing platform still offers a panoramic view over the Danube, the lagoon, and the old shoreline.
The heart of the lighthouse was its Fresnel lens, a 19th century innovation which projected light up to 15 nautical miles. Initially fueled by oil, the lamp was later converted to gas and, from 1910, electricity. The same year that Sulina introduced public electric lighting. On the seaward facade, a metal panel displayed the depth of the channel in English feet, a vital information for international navigation. The Sulina Lighthouse was part of a wider network managed by the Commission, the lighthouses of Galați, Brăila, Sfântul Gheorghe, and Snake Island. All were under the authority of the Port Captaincy of Sulina, which was responsible for ensuring maritime safety along the Danube. The lighthouse was not only a technical structure, but also a symbol, a visible sign of international administration. guiding ships and opening the delta as a gateway to Central Europe. In 1938, with the Sinaia Agreement, Romania officially took over the duties of the European Commission of the Danube, ending 82 years of international governance. The lighthouse remained, a witness to the end of an era. However, the landscape changed. Between 1923 and 1978, the jetties were extended, pushing the shoreline farther and farther out. Today, the old lighthouse, once right at the water's edge, stands almost 2 kilometers inland. A new, more powerful lighthouse was built on the southern jetty, while the old one was decommissioned. Yet it remains as an architectural and historical landmark in the heart of Sulina.
The old lighthouse has recently been restored and now houses a museum dedicated to the European Commission of the Danube, the institution that transformed Sulina into a true European port. From the top platform, the view is wide and dramatic, across the lagoon, over the Danube flowing into the sea, and towards the horizon, where the beam of light once signaled that someone was watching from the shore. Steamships may no longer pass this way, but the old lighthouse endures as an anchor of memory, a reminder that in this seemingly remote corner of the world, important chapters of Europe's navigation history were written.
This text was narrated by
Bianca Moghilencu
and by
Teodora Achimfiev.
The audio guide was recorded by teenagers during the Your Place Sulina 2025 workshops.